comforting that people like you never change. You underlings all stumbling to catch our gaze.
Crumbling under the pressure, don't you just love obsession? Your struggle breaks my pleasure. Sadistic intentions. I move you slowly, like bishops, castles, queens. You'd be so lonely if there were not for me. The passion, touching a pain, hanging the power we hold over your mind, over your body, and your signed away soul.
If you're looking to impress, entertain, not be of use, then prove you care as
Hope. If I were a laughing slug, I would reach out with a blue Roosevelt's, wrapping myself around you, high up in the treetops. We could get lost in our lust. Ooh, us. If I were a seahorse, I'd only dance around you underneath the green water. I could fill you up, you could be my daddy. We could get lost in our lust. Oh, us. Oh. All I wanna do, and it's all I wanna do, all I wanna do, and it's all I wanna do. Close to your molecules. Close to your molecules. If I were a hummingbird, your wings would beat like thunder, orbiting a flight display. Listen to gently say, kiss the flowers ultraviolet. We could get lost or we could find it. Alive with electrons in the air on fire. Lightning kissing metal, whisper to the tiny hairs. Battery on my tongue, a meteor that greets Sahara. We could get lost in static power.
Okay. I'm tired of OBS in NVIDIA fucking up my audio when they update. I'm so pissed. Okay. I think we're good on audio. But my Spotify stayed the same, but my mic didn't. Hello, good afternoon. I am here. I'm gonna make it very clear. Let me pause the music. I'm gonna make it very clear your girl had a hard morning. This will be a short stream. Honestly, I've been debating since the go live comes on to whether to stream or not. And honestly, I probably shouldn't have. But it's been a tough morning. But I'm here and we're gonna get through it. I will not go into detail why, because I'm not. But hello? Oh Lord, don't tell me this shit is faulty. There we go. I am going to do my makeup. I'm gonna attempt to go outside today and not be cooped up. I want to make some art, honestly, because it's that type of day. But I haven't drawn in so long, and I'll have to do so much space making to do my Gunpla, which I need to do permanently anyway, so I can have space for that. But we're gonna see. I got this new serum. Well, I was supposed to be getting primer, and I let the Sephora I don't know, beauty tech, I don't know what they call them, talk me into getting this polyglutamic acid serum, which is like, it's from the Inky list, which is like mostly just for skincare, but apparently they also suggest you use this for they also suggest you use it for a primer, so you lock in any of like your moisturizers and stuff like that. I'm ready to be swinging on everybody, making more than 100K a year. Listen, I'm trying to beat 100K a year type beat. Oh, is this even working? Okay, it is. It's just delayed. All right, I gotta remember that the Instagram is super delayed and give them like a little buffer. But yeah, I love this. I'm like, let this sit in a bit. And when I say I love it, I like the feel of it. I like having a pump applicator. What? I just had, oh, it fell. I was about to tweak. No, I had to tell y'all. So I did my makeup yesterday to go and do errands. And why my grandmother ate me up, because I use this setting powder, and it is like, this is my setting powder for the winter. So it is a lighter shade. And she was like, "Sweetheart, no." I was like, "Oh, not grandma clocking me." I don't need 100K a year. I certainly don't need to be thrown under the bus by folks making 100K a year. Listen, I do, because I have bills to pay. Unfortunately, like, in the perfect world without capitalism would be great, but I have to take care of people. I have to take care of myself. I need housing, so that hundo will do me nice. I do hate that we live in a world where we have to worry about money, because money is fake. But here we are. And as much as I think it's a great idea, I am not living off the grid kind of girl. I would suffer greatly. Where is... I need to get my brushes together. I have to do some, hopefully it doesn't seem like the fan is coming through, but I have to check later. I do, I'm gonna do like, probably like 2 more times. Actually, okay, first, let's put this on, because I do have some announcements before I start getting to like anime and stuff like that, and then like the main dish of the stream. I will say this is going to be on the shorter side, because honestly, I am fried and did not do a proper run of show. Um, I've been fried a lot these weeks, but I digress. It's a lot going on in the world. But this is the wrong brush to be doing this, men makeup girlies. I know and I understand. Um, we doing what we need to do to survive right now. Um, okay, put that on. This first. Okay. Well, I'm okay with that for now. I will put an announcement that pop culture pop in is moving to a bi-weekly format every second and fourth. Okay, so chat and pin. All right, boom. That's the first announcement, is that I am moving to a bi-weekly format. I've been considering it for a while now because honestly, no shade to the girls that do, but I want to have some time to actually sit with content, think it through, and actually provide some like useful commentary and analysis. If it well, some stuff is not ain't much to analyze, but for stuff that does require analysis, I would like to do my research and stuff like that. And with a weekly show, it's possible with a weekly show, if this was a job. If this was my job, I was actually like getting paid for this and stuff like that, would be great. But this is not that type of situation yet. Um, it's not that type of situation, and even if it was, pop culture stuff doesn't happen all the time. Like all the useful things that actually are worth talking about doesn't happen every week, every day. Sometimes even within the month. Like sometimes it can be a nice little dry spell, which we actually really need. So I want to give time and space for me to actually create new things, but also let new things to develop. Um, to see what other experts are saying on certain topics and stuff like that. If it comes to that, um, see like if I have anything to rebuttal, agree, etc. So we're moving to a bi-weekly format every second and fourth Saturday of the year. Of the year, every second and fourth Saturday of the month. Imagine 2 shows a year type beat. Um, I don't really need all of this, but I had too much pigmentation and stuff, and I just want to get it out the way. Okay. Um. Also, on top of like letting stuff develop, I also want to make some long form content that's not just streams. Um, well, more like mid to long form content. It's not just streams. I love doing the clips and stuff like that, but I want to just clip my longer content versus specifically making. Hi, Shy. I'm gonna say I want to move my content to making like videos that's not just clips of the stream. Also, I want to have time to make clips of the stream. I don't have time to do that when I'm doing this every week. Your girl needs space and time. Thank you for the shout out. Follow Voltron. Hit up their Gumroad. I don't know if they have commissions open. But check out their socials just in case. Um, I think that is it for you. I do need to set this with powder. KK Shy, thanks for stopping in. Okay, this is gonna be tough because this powder is gonna get everywhere. Please. Sam got the grippies out on his character. I don't know if he still is on Luke. Uh-oh. What happened? I don't know if he's still on Luke, but I know he had his character out with the grippies. I was like, baby, what are we doing? I am setting my color corrector. It's just too much color corrector. So we'll be coming back in with I will be coming back in with a brush to knock some of that stuff off. Cause I don't need that much. Cause I don't want it to get all grimy. Yeah, I think let's do that. Put you away. Just saw him streams now. Listen. Get some of this off. I don't need that much on here. Yeah, this one's gonna be a little bit iffy because I put way too much on. I'm supposed to do foundation, and then we'll do. How did I get some up there? Oh well, make sure. I'm fighting for my life to get this out the box. Yo, you having long nails is tough. Yes, it's a choice, but it's tough. All right, I got this out. I'm not gonna. Oh, I should have put on my sunscreen. Well, forgot about that. Tee. I'm still missing my foundation brush. This is close, but not as good as I want it to be. Yeah. That's pretty much it. On the announcements, I will make it on my socials. Yeah, I'm gonna make a social media post about it coming up this Monday because do we have another? I think we do. Oh no, yeah. This was the last one for this month. God bless. I am all right, I'm trying to make sure I put this shit on good. Cause I am also missing my foundation brush. I gotta go get new makeup stuff. Get new makeup is expensive. Mm, 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 mm. Is there anything else we can get into right now? Anime wise, Water Magician was nice. That was kind of I need to watch it back because I was so concerned. Not concerned. I was paying attention. Of like how did we get to that situation we got to? I'm so far getting a lot happy with Dawn to Dawn because it is not Hopefully, it's supposed to be going away from these horrible plot points and story tools of trigger warning SA, because it is SA. Um, I'd say it was very funny. I'm the grandmother not telling people, by the way, these people are coming, and also, by the way, this is going to happen, so you need to come and do, sweetheart, come handle business. And he like, well, sweetheart, you didn't tell me the details. You told about things, you talking about you said something, but you didn't say nothing. Sound like an email. The baby driving the UFO, that was so cute. Chiquita. I don't think I need that much. I think one pump is enough. It's the forehead. It's going to sweat off anyway. I think now we can start putting stuff. I am going to try a smidge of highlighting. Gives typical ethnic grandmother TBQH. Please. Please, 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 please. I ain't tell you yesterday. Oh, did we talk yesterday? Listen, time is fake. It's so much going on. My grandmother ate me up because I was using the wrong setting powder, and it made my face too light. I was like, you know what? This is my summer. This is my not summer. This is my winter color. This is my winter setting powder. So she's right. I cannot. There is ooh, the lighting is making that green. Hello. Let me make sure I get up here because I be forgetting. I don't like that. That's making it green. This is not even a neutral. Okay. Is anything bounce? Oh, there is some green on my desk that will bounce off and also do that. But here we are. Also, you get another light. I will be. Well, I'm not gonna do it for stream stuff, but I will be reopening my Ko-fi, my coffee, or whatever. Because getting trans health and affirmation stuff is getting to be real expensive. So I will be opening that up so your girl can keep her mental. Um, which is like throwing that in there. Please, 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 not this damn emote, Voltron. Um, I need to get better light because this used to eat. I don't know what's the T. I think I have another window that's partially open. I mean, that's just destroying the lighting for me. Uh, all right, I just want to get some of that in there, knock out some of that red. Um, I'm going to make my own Hotep email. Of course you are. Of course you are. I hate it because every time I see that emote of the smirk, it reminds me of a streamer that used to stream, and I'm like, that can't be him. For those on YouTube and actually, yeah, those on YouTube and Instagram, I am is my YouTube okay? I'm gonna have to check my YouTube. My YouTube's being weird on the dashboard. Okay, it's just being weird on the dashboard. Um, What was I about to say? I got I got distracted. GG's. Oh, that's lighter than I want it to be. Is it showing on stream? No. In real life? Hell yeah. I'm only gonna put on setting spray. I'm not gonna put on powder because I'm not about to get eaten up for a second time. I can't do that back to back. What is it about like up in here that is giving your girl a hard time? I want to do eye makeup. That's what I really want to do. But I don't want to deal with that right now. And I need to play with that off camera. So now I can open up my stuff more, but how much more is the question. Okay, that looks good. Okay. Now for this highlight might eat us up because I still think it's maybe a little too light for me. So I will be doing a little dab. Okay. Honestly, we're gonna get the main dish started on let's get the main dish started because it seems like it's a long video. So let's go to display and can you make this bigger?
We're live again. I'm feeling like going live. I spend
Oh.
so much.
TLDR before we get started. So Laverne Cox. Oop, I still have my thing up. Oop. How do I turn that off? There we go. I still had my audio was doubling. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Let me. Ah! Are you working? There we go. One sec. All right. Now.
I'm alone.
Okay.
As I
Now we
prep
should be
for
good.
My show, my one-woman show. One night only, July 28th. I'm by myself a lot, or I'm on Zoom. My director's directing me via Zoom, but she's in town now, so we're going to be working in person. And there is a screening of Heightened Scrutiny tonight here in New York, and there's other screenings through the 24th, and it was so beautiful to see the film again with an audience. Hey, Savannah, Georgia. So good to see the film again with an audience, and we had a Q&A afterwards. It was so beautiful, and I got to meet some folks who came, and we got to chat, and it was lovely. I had a blast. Sam, who directed the film, is just such a genius. I was just like I've seen the film so many times, and I was just like, this is just a really good movie. Sam is just a really good filmmaker. He manages to tell a clear, compelling story, but it's also very entertaining, well shot. He's really good. So it's just a good movie that moves well, that
Take this.
is paced well, that's entertaining. There's laughter, even though
Okay.
it's serious. Heightened Scrutiny is about,
Sorry. I just went straight into it. TLDR. So Vern Cox is doing her womanly show, as she said, on July 28th. She's preparing for it and has been doing some like soft and hard promotion and marketing for it on her Instagram. And it led to, I don't know how it led to her like disclosing that she had a former lover who was both a turned out to be a cop, because apparently he did not disclose this upon the meeting of him both being a cop and a MAGA supporter. And she's just like reminiscing about the good times of it all. But ooh, my eye. Ah! Oh God, of course. Yeah, so she's been getting a lot of blowback over it. She's been getting a lot of blowback over it for seeing it in a positive light. Because she's like, from my understanding, she's seeing it in a positive light, and she's also trying to separate the person from. She's trying to like quote unquote love him as a person, from my understanding. We're about to finish watching this. It's because it's two videos. It's this video and it's a follow-up video. We're gonna watch both. Oh my God, that eyelash got in my eye. My goodness. Tore your girl up. But yeah, we're gonna watch this and see where it goes. I don't know how long this is. I hope it's not. I hope it's not super long. But here we are.
It specifically follows Chase Strangio, who is the first trans person to argue a case before the Supreme Court. And it was the United States versus Scrimeti case, which determined whether the state of Tennessee could take away gender-affirming care from young people. The case did not go in our favor. So, yes, we lost. Like, trans people and people who are in favor of civil rights lost that case. But the film is so good, and it's just, and it's a really great opportunity to reflect about media. And Sam also directed Disclosure, the documentary that is available on Netflix right now, that looks at how trans people have been represented on screen. And so Heightened Scrutiny as well gives us an opportunity to really critique media, and beyond like how the media is manufactured consent around, you know, dehumanizing and trans people and taking away our rights. I think it's worth a watch for anyone who wants to have a better understanding of how media is controlling us or not, and maybe get us thinking about how we can resist that. Anyway, I just wanted to come say, hey, I was feeling good. I'm filled with love tonight, and
Okay, that's not bad.
I'm filled with so much love. Someone flew from New Mexico just to see the movie tonight. She was like, I flew from New Mexico just to see this film, which is like so beautiful. And other people, like just beautiful things that Sam and I got to hear tonight about. This one woman showed disclosure to her mother to like help her, you know, explain to her mother about coming out as bisexual. It's just, this is great when people can use the work. So I've been putting resources out for years, and so many other trans folks have been, so use them. Like use these videos, use these films to, like, you know, explain to people, share. People need to be aware, share resources, share knowledge. I think it's just so important for people to be informed with the correct information. So go for it. And get some love. Like if there's something you love that brings you joy, like do it. watch it, listen to it, do it, and then get really specific in your body about where you feel that joy and that love, and see if you can like make that joy and love bigger. There is something that you love. There is something that you love, and I really do think love is everything. I really do. I'm corny like that. It's just the evidence of my life. Like working on this show. It's been a rough year. It's been a rough few years around like politics or whatever, and art has always been the thing for me. Like creating and being an artist has always been the thing that's like saved my life. That's given me a sense of possibility, hope, fun, joy. I love being an artist. It's like just a love that I have. So I'm sharing. I'm sharing that. So yeah, come see the show on the 28th of July if you are in New York and want to. I teased a little bit of the storyline tonight. Maybe Let's see if this makes you want to come to the show. So the show is called Girl, How Did I Get Here? So a lot of it is about like my life and my career. But also like, you know, I talk a lot about my most recent relationship. That was, you know, it was beautiful, it was amazing, it was awesome. But my ex-boyfriend, when we met 5 years ago at the height of the pandemic, he was 26, I was 48. He is blonde hair, blue-eyed, MAGA.
Whoa. Okay. He was 20. Okay. Let me get the Palm Pilot out, baby. Okay. He was 26. I was 48.
Republican voter who.
And I seen. I ain't trying to report her, babe. I'm trying to take notes on her other thing.
Who is a New York City police officer. And we were madly in love and had 3.5 great years. And then things shifted. So yeah, that's one of the things I'm talking about in my show.
I didn't know this was like
still processing
the basis of the show. I thought she was just throwing it out there. I still love him.
Even though I did not develop any of his politics, I still have my
own.
But I still love him. So, yeah. Yeah. My ex-boyfriend was 22 years younger than me. Hot, MAGA Republican, New York City police officer. Yeah. To hear more about that, come to my show at City Winery in New York City, July 28th. It's a Monday, showtime 8 p.m. And yeah, love. Do you like my outfit? So it's like, this is all in the shadows. I am obsessed with these hips from Mugler. So actually, I'm gonna change the light. Stay here. I want to show you a little bit of a look. I'm just gonna move the light up a little bit so you can see the skirt more. I am obsessed with the padded hip. You can you tell? I think that made it worse. But you can kind of like this padded hip. This is actually a dress from Mugler, and I was just like, I need this as a skirt. So I had my tailor come in, and we made it into a skirt. And I just love the shape. From Casey Cadwallader, different light. I think I prefer the other light. Anyway, and this is Casey Cadwallader Mugler. This is Casey Cadwallader Mugler. This is meant for Terry Mugler.
Is she going to
from 2000, a little vintage, a little new, and this is also
think
from
that's
the same. This is also from
it.
2000, fall 2000.
I can definitely see Catching Light. On stream.
Mugler, a little vintage Mugler. My little pixie. Feel the love. There's love out there just waiting for you. There's love out there waiting for you. I'm not talking romantic love. I'm just talking about love, like a friend, a family member, a movie that you love, a song that you love, a poem that you love. If you love being on the beach, and just take those sensations into your body, and like, it'll heal you. I promise. Feel the love. Can you feel the love tonight? Good night. Good night. I had to get up early. I have to work. I love you. Mwah, mwah.
Okay. That's the first video. So let's backtrack. You know, she's promoting her new one-woman show coming up on July 28th at City Winery. Part of the show, I was not aware of this because I didn't have, ooh. Is that my lighting or is that me? Child. I put a smidge more. I think it's just me. I did not know that it was the lover was a part of the show, which is concerning. I think it's like one is like I want to see what she's going to say next, but so far let's first go through the facts. So she's doing for the show. The lover's part of the show. He was 26 at the time. She was 48. This is doing 2020, doing lockdown, doing the pandemic, like the start/height of the pandemic. She calls him Blue Eyes Republican voter. It also was NYPD officer, was with him for 3.5 years. And that, you know, despite his politics, she still loves him. Okay, let's go to video number 2 because I'm concerned. I'm very concerned. I'm very concerned. That's the only way I can put it. Uh-oh, it's muted.
I am actually rehearsing for my show. My director's right over there. And I was like, let me check on this post and see what the children are saying. And the children are gagging that my ex-boyfriend, the MAGA Republican, Trump voting cop, people are gagging. People are gagging in the comments. And I don't know. I didn't really think about what the reaction would be. I just was like telling the truth about it, teasing the show. It is a big part of the show that I'm doing at City Winery a week from today. That relationship, what the relationship was like, how we attempted to navigate our differences politically, but for the record, when we met on Tinder, when we matched on Tinder, I didn't know what he did for a living. I didn't know his politics. We were just chatting. He actually, told me he did something else. I'll explain. If you come to the show, I'll explain in the show. And I was in love. One of the comments was like, just say it was about the G. That was lovely too. It was lovely. But I'm a grown woman. I'm like, okay, I'm a grown woman. I've lived. I am not going to date someone for like 4 years because of the D or because of something superficial about how he looks. He has a beautiful soul and has really beautiful qualities. And I was in love. And as I found out his job and his politics, particularly in 2020, if you recall, we were having conversations really for the first time in this country about white supremacy and trying to have conversations with people across difference. And anyone who knows me, like for years, I've always encouraged people to have conversations with people across difference with love and empathy. That is a value of mine that I strongly believe in, and that is something I attempted to do in this relationship, and that's a lot of what the show is about, in addition to, like, you know, how did I get here? And then things get very complicated. It's not, I don't want to give away what happened in our relationship. You should come to the show and find out if you can. But I do want to say that reading the comments, and I get it, it feels like a lot of people in the comments.
Oh, is there another part? Oh, okay. Because I only saw two. When I first pulled this, it was just these two. Oh, Lord. Let me see.
I'm a dating coach for Black women, and so often I hear about Black women.
Okay, I don't know where this is going.
You know, Bell Hooks, there's a quote Bell Hooks has in her book, The Will to Change, which I recommend to anyone who's kind of exploring masculinity. That's her book about how the patriarchy hurts men. And she says the first act of violence that the patriarchy requires of men is not violence against women. It's psychological mutilation, cutting out every part of themselves that seems feminine. Because before you learn to hate women in a misogynistic way, you have to first hate the feminine in yourself. And we are taught this as men growing up. And I feel this now. I've even probably said these things to my boys without even meaning to or even trying, especially earlier on before I was more thoughtful about this. Boys are told not to throw like a girl, not to dress like a girl, not to act like a girl, not to cry like a girl. To be seen as girly for a boy is one of the worst things. It's an insult to be seen as a girl. And so in that sense, men, they become not full people. All of us have access to all of those qualities. And I have within myself qualities that might be thought of as feminine, but I'm a more full and happy person when I allow myself to joyfully access those qualities without thought of, oh, am I going to be perceived as feminine in this way? And I think there's nothing more masculine or being a real man, I think, is being the fullness of who you are, who you've been created to be, and embrace all the things that are in there. And you don't have to cut those things out of yourself. You don't have to wear a mask or hide those things. You know,
Okay.
Bell Hooks, there's a quote,
Let me see what this dating post
Hey,
is
I'm
about.
over here. My name's Anwar. I'm a dating coach for Black women, and so often I hear about Black women who are just focused on dating Black men, and I wanted to break down the numbers because I was
Okay, I feel like are we missing key information?
I am actually rehearsing for my show.
It's given, like, am I missing key information? Because I don't know how those two interviewed those. Okay. I'm not understanding how, like, the whole only dating Black men video, then the whole old patriarchal video is tied in with the current two videos that we have. Maybe it makes sense if we see her show, because TBH is giving stunt. It's giving stunt to me of I'm trying to rile the people up to come see my shit. Because the girls, whether they love me or hate me or love it or hate it, they're going to pay to come see the show. Because I'm like, at what point do we not see, like, this is a... At what point do we say this is not an issue, I guess? It's giving Stuntiana to me.
What the children are saying, and the children are gagging that my ex-boyfriend, the MAGA Republican.
So see if we missed. I don't think we missed anything in this video.
Cop. People are gagging. People are gagging in the comments, and I don't know. I didn't really think about what the reaction would be. I just was like telling the truth about it, teasing the show. It is a big part of the show that I'm doing at
that lippy's
City
kind of
Winery
cute.
a week from today. That relationship,
That
what the
lippy's kind of
relationship
cute.
was like,
She eyed that.
how we attempted to navigate our differences politically, but for the record, when we met on Tinder, when we matched on Tinder, I didn't know what he did for a living. I didn't know his politics. We were just chatting. He actually, told me he did something else. I'll explain. If you come to the show, I'll explain in the show. And I was in love. One of the comments was like, just say it was about the D. Um, that was lovely too. It was lovely. But I'm a grown woman. I'm like, okay, I'm a grown woman. I've lived. I am not going to date someone for like 4 years because of the D or because of something superficial about how he looks.
Actually, that's just for you all.
He has a beautiful soul and is.
This will come out because I'm not using you again.
And as I found out, his job and his politics, particularly in 2020, if you recall, we were having conversations really for the first time in this country about white supremacy and trying to
I didn't even put one.
have conversations with people across difference. And anyone who knows me, like for years, I've always encouraged people to have conversations with people across difference with love and empathy. That is a value of mine that I strongly believe in, and that is something I attempted to do in this relationship, and that's a
Don't
lot
put
of
shit
what
in here
the
so
show
it's
is
not
about,
lost.
in addition to like, you know, how did I get in this, how did I get here? And then things get very complicated. It's not I don't want to give away what happened in our relationship. You should come to the show and find out if you can. But I do want to say that reading the comments, and I get it.
Okay.
It feels
So it's given it got cut off. I'm giving that it was more, and I guess I don't know what the T is.
like a lot of people.
Let me see. Does she have a? This is not what I want to see. Oh, these tickets are not bad, but this is not what I want to see. I wanted to see if. Okay, yeah, so her link tree she doesn't have a link tree. Does she have a TikTok? I don't want to see TikToks of her. I mean, of people what people have to say about her. I want to see her TikTok. Okay. Okay, so she posted that. Okay, that's it. All right. Honestly, we're gonna do just chatting anyway. Honestly, to me, it's giving like this was most certainly like a stunt to like rouse people up to come and see the show. It is concerning stunt, but also it is something that's going to come see. Like, is it doing its job of what did she say? Da, 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 da. Yes. What I do not like is that some of the reactions I'm not going to show because I'm not going to show transphobia on my stream like that. If I can avoid it, is that people are being very transphobic towards her. People are being very anti-black towards her. She's also getting a similar treatment of what happens to cisgendered black women when they date outside their race. People are giving her that treatment of like, oh. Because my thing is, if he was black, but he was still MAGA, would y'all still hate him? Like, would y'all still be feeling this type of way? But I think a lot of it is also because she gives black, especially because she gives, you know, for lack of a better term, she gives fish, very much so. People like still like they're projecting this cis hetero analysis on her of how dare you as a black woman go with a white man on top of him being a Republican, on top of him being MAGA and stuff like that. So like she's getting that lashing, and she's getting the which is very concerning. Well, a lot of concerning, but very concerning is like how can you once you learn someone's politics, how can you be with someone who politics very clearly go against your existence? Maybe we'll find out in the show because she talks about it's gonna be in the show. They'll be navigating it there. I would like to see the show. Hopefully, there's a recording that comes out or something, and the girls, hook me up. Because I can't give a full analysis until I see what the show is, but the analysis of the people being there's for some of it, people are genuinely upset, and I can't really blame them because it feels like even though it's parasocial, it does it's parasocial. It's like people feel a parasocial. That's not even if people feel a parasocial betrayal because they see someone who's been so pro black, who's been so pro trans, um now, you know, they're perceiving her as being underfoot of this, white, blue eyes, Republican, cop, MAGA. Like all the things that people do not want to see or is associated with her is now going to be seen associated with her. Even if she's made it very clear that, these are not my politics, stuff like that. It goes into like the big issue of how do you separate people from, it's like similar to the art, like separate the art from the artist. It's like, okay, separating the politics from the person. And that just is not, that does not work out. I'm interested to seeing how things did or did not work out, but it's very concerning. Like, oh, like this is what we're doing. This is the tea that's going on. Um, Very concerning, Auntie. I do want to know what's going to go on. I do want to see what the other girls are. To a degree, I want to see what the other girls are saying, but also not really, because I know a lot of people are just upset right now because they're seeing someone that they seen as a, um, either most likely not personally, but mostly in a very social context as like a mentor, as a goal to aspire to, especially as other black trans women who like seeing someone who's like of her age and of her stature say something like this or have done something like this. It's I know the girls are going through it emotionally and stuff like that. But it's also concerning because I need y'all to understand that black trans women have had to deal with certain things for a long time, especially coming up in the 70s, 80s, 90s. You may have them who like the girl. You're going to have the problematic people who like the girls, and some of the girls, not her situation, but some of the girls were with them because, sweetheart, they need SRS, they need their hormones paid for, they need facial feminization done, and these are type of people who will pay for those things. Those who love the dolls but will not recognize the dolls as people, as politically, morally, and stuff like that. So am I surprised seeing this? No. The constellation of it all is very different. um Very different, but also very concerning still, because like, oh, like we still know, like I get Republicans and shit all up in my DMs, and it's not going nowhere. um So like we know who likes the dolls, even though they don't think the dolls should exist, like publicly, politically, and morally. So I don't know. I want to see where this is gonna go. Hopefully, when we do our hopefully within on the 9th, when we do the next pop push or pop in, I will have more tea for y'all. Who knows? But that is going to be it for me. Your girl needs to go. Well, I would like to go outside, but it's hot as fuck. But I do need to get some green space some way, somehow. Let me see if. Let me see. I probably can't even raid into this person. We'll see. I highly doubt it. First, let's end things on Instagram. Thank you for hanging out. Announcements again. Pop Culture Poppin' is moving to a bi-weekly model every second and fourth Sunday of the month. So you will not see me next week. And look out. I am trying to work on some videos to go out on the YouTubes. And I'll clip that everywhere as needed. So goodbye, Instagram. And live. And then for YouTube, I am also going to say goodbye.